Thank you for joining me today. This is a barstool from one of my friends. It's one of 6, so I will be showing you how to do this and I'll also discuss cutting for multiple pieces as well. There's going to be a few points that I need to show you when I'm doing this, mainly because of the fabric and also because of the general shaping of this chair. I will discuss that as we go through, so let's get on with it. So the first thing you need to do is remove the bottom cloth, cover and the seat, because the seat is actually screwed into place on this one. It takes a while, so be careful. I'm reusing the bottom cloths as much as possible, so I don't want to ruin those as I take them out. Always try to reuse what you can when you can. Saves money later. The first thing I'm going to do is remove the piece that I need for the next couple so I can work out how I'm going to cut the pattern out. So here's the outside back. I'm just going to lay that down here. This is a velvet and the pile goes down, so I want the pile going to the base of here. I'm going to straighten it up as well as I can, like that, and it wants to walk at the moment. I'm just going to cut along here. Now the sewing ended here, so I'm going to cut towards the top where it finished being sewn. I'm coming in quite wide, and as I get here I'm going to start swinging round so it follows the original outside seam here down to the bottom, and then I'm going to just go across. At the top there's extra fabric, there's a little bit extra down there, that's fine. And then I'm going to come in here with a little bit extra because that has to tuck in to the groove that I've got, and then I'm going to just cut down here to match. Now on this one I'm not so worried about the clips because so long as it matches at the bottom when I sew, it will all go in. And I'll do the same with the outside arms. I'm just going to make sure that the bottoms of it, which is here, go with the pile as it goes down, and the same with that. I'll cut one of each out. Now at the back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the base like that and start at the top. I shouldn't need nicks in this because it's pretty straightforward. If it walks a little bit, it won't matter. So I want both raw edges together. Let's pull that out and put that a little bit further down. Reverse first, just a couple of stitches and then forward. I'm going to hold those raw edges together and twist one fabric onto the other. I'm not pulling them, I'm just twisting and holding, because actually they shouldn't stretch. The angles are quite shallow, so it shouldn't stretch too much. Make sure that goes in to the bottom and reverse. And the same with the other side. This time I'm going to put the outside back under. Both fabrics go down. I'm going to line this up under here like this, and then make sure that they both line up as I go all the way down to the end, and then reverse. So I've laid this out on the back. It comes about equidistant either side of the legs. A little bit shy on this one, which is a bit of a shame. I'm making sure that the seam goes towards the front like that all the way. I'm going to secure here like that, and at the top in the center I'm just going to push it down and secure it. I'm going to make my way to the corner here, securing it as I go. Just pull it down and into place. As I get here, I'm just going to cut up towards the top of the leg there and fold it round. This is going to go up and underneath like that. It's going to go around and into place like that, and I'll secure that right there. Or maybe not, because it keeps slipping. I'll secure this side in a minute. I'm going to pull the fabric up and out so I can get as much in as possible. And I'm going to start here and then infill. It will wrinkle, but there's really nothing I can do. It's the fabric that's the problem. There's not much give, so I'm pulling out and up and then infilling. Now along the side here, I'm going to bring it in and infill on the way up here. I'm not sure why I'm so tight on this side. It was a little bit looser with the others, but anyway. And pull that out and make sure that that goes around the corner here. I am a little bit worried about this because of the way this was cut. So I'm going to pop that in at the top here and even it out. If I pull that in, it should go into position. Pull that really hard into place down here. That should straighten it out. Pull it as much as I can down and into place, and that should take some of the fabric out here. Each one's gone in slightly differently. It's just the way they go. That should go in okay. If it's a little bit wrinkly, I'm not going to worry because each one of them has got a different fault on it. I'm going to pull this down and into place here and then round into the curve. We'll have to cut here so I can push that up and under the leg. So some of these work really well and some of these have been absolutely awful, and I've cut them the same size and shape. So maybe occasionally got them more square on than others. Push that in like that. That's nice and secure. Fold that under and secure it into here. Make sure the fabric does go under. There you go. I should catch that down with the bottom cloth that I'll be putting in. Now I'm going to pull this slightly down and into place along here. I cut the lengths of velvet going down the length of fabric. So having cut lengths of piping, I join them at a 45-degree angle. I will cut the excess off just shy of 1/4 of an inch, like that. When I come to sewing these joins, I'll make sure the seam is flat and that the piping is hard in as I go over, so it's nice and tight. The piping, I'm just going to fold into the centre there, slide it under my piping foot, like that. Lengthen the stitch to the longest length and sew. I'm making sure that the way I'm sewing, all of the pile is going the same way, and keep the piping into the corner like that. I'm just going to cut about half of this off. I'm really not looking forward to putting this on because I really can't see it very well, but I'm going to just do this quite a ways along so I can get started. I've already opened a little piece there, so I'm going to pop that down by the leg and secure that in place because I want the edge of the piping to come along here. I'm going to pop that in like that. I can put this in so I don't have to do it in a minute. I'll make sure that that covers everything I need to in this far corner because it's a bit shy. I'll do that as I go round. So I'm just going to put some glue along here and a little way along there. And I'm going to put the fabric that I just cut down into that groove and secure it. Now I'm going to have to be really super careful because I really can't see what I'm doing these days with fabric, especially when it's black. So I'm going to hold that there and into place. I'm going to make my way around. I'm going to do it very carefully. Put that down like that. Fortunately with this fabric, if the glue gets on it, if I rub the glue just before it's dried, it all comes off, which is a bit unusual, I know, but that is the way I've managed to keep it really nice and tight in there. Cut really close to where I want it to be, and anything else folds down into that little crevice there. And so far, so good. I have not cut anything I shouldn't have cut, which which is a little bit of a miracle, especially when the light's not good. I'll come around here, and when I've done this side almost to the centre, I'll move the chair over and then I'll do the other side, because I haven't put the other side in like this yet. I didn't want to be moving the chair too much. And again, I'll just infill here, just a little bit around the top there, and a little bit more. Make sure that that flange from the piping is in that groove, otherwise you're going to have problems. And I've got a little bit of glue there, a little bit of glue there, which is a bit of a bind. I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. Just do it carefully and you'll get it all where you need it. This one's gone in a little bit wrinkly crinkly here. That's fine. A couple of them have gone in rather wrinkly across here. Each one's different. I did find that for whatever reason I had to pull this side of the arm up, although I don't know. Some of them have done it in different places. I'm not going to worry about it. Each one's unique. I'm just going to carry on going around here to the middle, and then I will put the other side in. Thank you for joining me on this project. It's a little bit late at night because I've got to go and deliver this. My friend thinks they're exquisite. This is the last of the 6 and she needs them for Christmas. I'll be delivering them shortly to her. If you want to see more from me, please subscribe, hit the bell button, and a few thumbs up would be brilliant. And in the meantime, take care. See you later. Ciao.